Oh, beautiful friends. Welcome, welcome, one and all, including all of our wonderful furry friends who are part of your families. They are part of the Spokane Sangha. Welcome, dogs, cats, birds, fish, all are welcome, and we're so happy to have these friends joining us. Let's go ahead and set the intention for our practice. The first one I chose recently, and I'd like to share this one instead. This is a painting that was made by one of our Sangha members, Michelle, in Florida. She sent me a card, and I cut it up in smaller pieces and wrote on the back. This one reads, "May you go to the edge of your comfort and be still a moment. May you go to the edge of your comfort and be still a moment." Welcome, everyone. This is Recovery Dharma. My name is Julia. I'm one of the facilitators in the Spokane Sangha. And it is such a humbling honor to be here this evening while John is not able to join us for our practice this tonight. For the month of January, we are going to be exploring a theme, which we do every month. And the theme for this month is mindfulness. Mindfulness is a topic many of us have heard, many of us know about it already. It has deep Buddhist roots. It comes from a Dharma teachings, one of the third jewels that we celebrate, and it is called the Satipatthana Sutra. And in it, it is a teaching that describes four focus aspects, four foundations that can be enhanced with our attention, our awareness, our present time awareness, our mindfulness. Those four foundations are the body, the feelings and emotions, our thoughts, and our mental perceptions, formations, stories. So, no matter what we're doing on any given day, no matter what we're experiencing on any given day, we can bring our attention to one of these four foundations or all of these foundations, breathe, and know that we are practicing mindfulness. Know that we are shifting our habitual way of being to something new, something different. On Friday, I brought forward the first foundation of mindfulness, which is the body. And within the body practice, there are 6 different focal points, 6 different ways to practice with the body. The first one is the breath, and that's what we were working on both on Thursday and Friday. And what I wanted to bring forward on Friday is that if you take one intentional breath, breathing in, breathing out, that's it. You are practicing mindfulness. And that is an amazing thing to do because most people aren't. Most people aren't aware that they're breathing in and out. It's something we don't even think about. It's something we don't pay attention to. But the moment we turn our attention to the breath and we breathe in and we breathe out, just naturally, breathe in, breathe out. Anapana breathing is what that's called. what happens is we slow down, and eventually the oxygen saturation in the body increases. When that happens, everything calms down. The heart rate slows down. The blood flow improves. Thoughts begin to untangle and ease. Maybe that racing, story-oriented mind begins to slow down. So no matter what you are encountering in your day, to take one simple intentional breath is an extraordinary act of practice. The second body practice of mindfulness is the awareness of your posture. And in Buddhism, it is important that we take a posture that is both strong and at ease. So for tonight's practice, I would like you to take a moment and just breathe. Bring your attention as much as you possibly can to your body, your whole body. And put your body in a posture that feels strong and at ease. I know sometimes I have been deluded in thinking that my strong posture was like the Incredible Hulk, that flexing posture. And that's one expression of strength. But that posture is difficult to sustain for long periods of time. So it is strong, but only for short sprints. We're going for a much longer duration. To do this, if you're sitting down, sit in a way that enables your legs to feel really stable. If you're sitting in a chair, uncross your legs and keep both feet planted firmly on the ground. If you're sitting in a chair, take a moment or two to lean forward slightly, like actually scooch your bottom toward the front of the chair so you're not leaning back. You're sitting up straight, nice and tall. Let your core body hold you up and ground yourself into the earth with your feet. If you're sitting on a cushion, sit in a way that the belly can be really soft. You may even realize that you are kind of clenching your stomach, sort of holding your breath a little bit. Just relax, let the belly ease. Keep the back nice and straight. To help the back maintain a straight posture, roll your shoulders up toward the ears and back. Feel your shoulder blades moving in the back. Roll your shoulders a couple of times even. And as you're rolling your shoulders up, back, and open, bring your attention to the area of the heart chakra, that energetic center at the level of the heart, the birthplace of compassion. Keep your shoulders down and open. Close your eyes if that's comfortable for you, or have your gaze turned down a little bit. Keep your gaze inward. toward the body and the mind and the breath. If you're lying down, lie down, removing as much pillowing as you can around your body. Just try to lay flat. Keep your hands by your sides, palms facing down. Breathe. As you're dropping into this posture, as you're dropping into this meditation, know that your mind is going to think. That's what it does. Celebrate it. It's okay. The mind may be racing with story and worry. That's okay too. It's very common. The mind may be attentive to the breath for a second and then a scent enters your consciousness, and before you know it, you're somewhere else. That's your meditation, and that's okay. Invite it to be perfect. Friends, for the longest time when I was learning these practices, practicing breathing, practicing sitting, there was this inner critic, this voice in my head that had this fascinating story. And it would constantly be telling me things like, you're doing this wrong. It's got to be harder than this. It can't be this easy. This is stupid. This is weird. And over the years, I I was in this strange battle with that voice. So that voice would involuntarily enter my consciousness, intrude in my peaceful meditation. And then some other defensive voice would somehow try to come to my rescue. No, it's not. This isn't stupid. This is practice. I'm doing a good job. And then another voice would have something to say, and so on and so forth. And before I knew it, this cacophony of chatter would erupt in the mind over and over and over again. And I'd breathe and I'd come back to the practice. And then a handful of years ago, I decided this phrase came to me that just shut the whole thing down almost immediately. And any time a voice, an intrusive voice would come into my practice, I would simply say, wow, would you look at that? We're quietly breathing now. Wow, would you look at that? And it was a powerful way to reduce the energy and the insistence of these voices, these intrusive thoughts, on this very simple but profound practice. And the reason why I share this with you is because many people who are new to the practice give up too soon because of these intrusive voices. We convince ourselves it has to be harder, it can't be this easy, or that it's already too hard and there's no way I can do this. We keep expecting ourselves to be more than what we are, and we fail to realize how much we're doing and how amazing this is. You see, most people are just simply sustaining themselves from one reaction to the next reaction to the next reaction without even giving it a second thought. This is a practice that's teaching us to go, hey, wait a second. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me just anchor myself in this moment and in this experience so that I can truly see what's going on externally and internally. This is a practice that allows us to say, in this moment, I'm not okay. And I am okay. I'm both of those things at the same time. Breathing in, I am not okay. Breathing out, I am okay. Would you look at that? I'm both of those things at the same time. I don't have to be one or the other. I can be both. And I see it clearly simply by breathing and staying in a posture that allows me to be strong and soft. Friends, the Buddhist practice, as you know, has its foundations steeped in the Noble Eightfold Path. The more we understand ourselves, the more we have access to wisdom. Wisdom enables us to set ethical intentions. We have actions that are full of integrity and honesty. Our speech is different and wholesome and kind. Our effort becomes one of an expression of compassion and joy. This changes our whole lives and keeps us well connected to mindfulness in every moment. But it takes a degree of concentration. These are the qualities of the Noble Eightfold Path. And those qualities are, and particularly of concentration, are well suited and complemented by simply learning to take a breath. So, a way to make this real in your lives is two things. One, it's called taking notice of thresholds. So when you're at home, pick a threshold in your home. Maybe it's the doorway between the hallway and your bedroom, or the doorway into your kitchen. Some place that you enter in and out of fairly regularly. And make that a place where you pause for just a second and take an intentional breath. And you'll be amazed to discover how many times you won't do it, how many times you don't do it, how you take for granted your breath. It's so simple, yet it's really hard to do. It's really hard to incorporate into practice. But just try it. Try it for a day. When you enter through a threshold, take an intentional, aware breath and see how it shifts your whole day. This is a practice, friends. Always try to enjoy your practice. And with that, we'll go ahead and end with a dedication of merit. So let's come back to a noble posture. And close your eyes. And take in for a moment that whoever you were has been necessary for you to be who you are. And who you were will continue to inform who you are, and you get to then determine who you would like to continue to become and to continue to be. That's a beautiful way of working with past, present, future. Your past informs your present, and your present informs your future. But the only thing that we really have any agency over is this present moment. And in this moment, whenever we come into the three jewels, the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha, we recognize that we are here to awaken from the illusion of our separateness. We are here to awaken and really bring forward and live heart full our Buddha nature. Our Buddha nature is wise, it is bright, it is compassionate, it is joyful. By gathering here this evening, you have brought your Buddha nature, you have brought those qualities. They have lent themselves to a spirit of inspiration in this group, a spirit of strength to keep going, to stand before the cravings. It has reminded us of thresholds and breathing. And we can carry this practice into our whole day, our whole evening. And as you do, may this affect people in a way that brings warmth and care, loving kindness and ease. Thank you for your beautiful practice. You have probably saved a life tonight. Have a wonderful evening, a beautiful morning. We'll see you next time. Namaste.